Okay, we'll call to meeting tonight's Committee of the Whole for our March 15th, 2020 Auburn City Council meeting. The council should have the minutes from the Committee of the Whole from our March 1st meeting. Are there any additions or corrections? If not, is there a move to approve?
Move to approve.
Second.
All right, have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the minutes carry forth. Auburn Public Library Board, Mayor Pro Tem Whitten.
Yes, sir. We have one vacancy. Term begins April 15th, 2022, ends April 14th, 2026. The incumbent, David Housel, has served one full term, is not seeking a second full term. And I would like to nominate Dr. Daniel Surrey.
Second.
Have a motion and a second for Dr. Daniel Surrey. Any other nominations?
Yes, sir. I'd like to nominate Al Jackson.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second for Mr. Al Jackson. Okay, any more? Any discussion? Okay. All in favor, we'll take these as they were offered to us. All in favor of Daniel Surrey, please say aye.
Aye.
All in favor of Mr. Al Jackson, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Mr. Surrey's got it.
And I would like to say, we did have a great pool of applicants.
We sure
So thank you to all those who applied and to Mr. Housel for his time.
Absolutely. Okay, any questions on tonight's agenda for the city manager? City manager, is anything for us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do I have a move to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, we are adjourned, and we will start our meeting right at 7 o'clock. We'll call to order tonight's Auburn City Council meeting for March 15th. Roll call, Lindsay.
Dawson.
Here.
Dixon.
Here.
Griswold.
Here.
Hovey.
Here.
Parsons.
Here.
Smith.
Present.
Taylor.
Here.
Witten.
Here.
Anders.
Here. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for a moment of silence? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Earlier tonight, during the Committee of the Whole, we had one appointment to the Auburn Public Library Board. Dr. Daniel Surrey will be serving on the Public Library Board, and thank you for his application. We want to thank all the others that applied for this important job as well. And we want to thank David Housel again for his one term of full service. Under Mayor's Communications tonight, very proud this week, or it was actually last week, that the City of Auburn was recognized as the third best college community in the South by Southern Living. I think we all believe that we're the best college town in the South, but we'll take 3 for right now, and we'll keep working on that and try to improve. Cops on Top is an event on April the 15th. I know we'll have another council meeting before then, but just want to recognize that effort by our public safety and our police officers to participate in a fundraiser that supports the Special Olympics. This will be at Kroger all day, basically from 8 to 8. I'll be be up there during lunchtime, and it's always a great time to be there. The Parks and Recreation Department is doing a public survey right now for getting your ideas on programming. I would encourage people in our community to take advantage of that opportunity and share your thoughts and answer those questions for Parks and Rec so we can better deliver the services that you're asking for. So please be looking for that or look for a way to take advantage of that. Our trash amnesty is going on right now through the first week in April, and this is your opportunity to get rid of some things that you might not have taken that time to do as you go through your spring cleaning. I got a great email today and a follow-up phone call by a gentleman. His name's Alan Knight, and he is a retired Montgomery firefighter who moved to Auburn 5 years ago. And he went on and on about all the great services that our city has provided and how happy he has been living in Auburn. He specifically called me today to brag on our environmental services team and Mr. Reese and his delivery of services to his house and to his neighbors. So I just want to thank all of our employees again and tell you that you are appreciated. And here's a gentleman who was a municipal employee for many years, retired as a municipal employee, but chose to move and retire in Auburn. And he's very proud and impressed by the work we get done here. So congratulations, City Manager, for all that good work. Any other announcements from the City Council?
Yes, sir, Mayor, if I may.
Sure.
I have an Ward 8 meeting tomorrow night tomorrow evening at 5:30 p.m. at Kiesel Park. For those of you who'd like to attend, council's welcome as well. And I'd like to amen what you said about environmental services. I had some dealings with Mr. Reese lately, and I couldn't ask for anybody to be any better, and I was very impressed with the way they get the job done.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Anyone else? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to announce we're going to have a Ward 2 meeting on the 31st of March. It'll be at 6 o'clock, and that'll be in the Jim Buston Training Center in the building next door here. And that's open to everyone, but I particularly like to invite both the old and the new Ward 2 residents to come join in together and see if we can catch up on some things since it's been a while since we met. The other announcement is a few years ago I announced at the City Council meeting that I'd be running for City Council, and so I figure it's appropriate to do the same tonight. So just so everyone knows, I will be running again for Ward 2. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Anyone else?
I do. I also have a Ward 1 meeting at Boykin Community Center on the 21st. I think it's the 21st. The 21st. Monday on the 21st from 6 to 8. And the guest speaker is going to be Ms. Pebblin Warren, our state representative, and she's just going to talk about some of the things that that's happening on the state level. And also, can I ask a question at this time? I want to ask it to Becky about that programming that she did.
Sure. That'd be
Okay.
that'd be great. Go ahead.
I heard him say that you got some literature that came out about programming for the Parks and Rec. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? What it's really about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Becky, why don't you approach the podium and
Sure. Our Community Programs Division is working with communications at the university, and they have developed a survey to get interest in what people would like to see, perhaps in new programs or different programs or expansion of programs. And it's an online survey, and they will also have focus groups and such once the survey is complete.
Okay, so when you say programs, you're talking about like activities?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Anyone else with an announcement?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Sure.
The mural committee met yesterday at the Jim Buston meeting room. We are meeting every second week until the end of May. We had 3 invited speakers attend, and one was from the Jewel Collins Smith Museum of Art. The second was from the Montgomery Art Commission, and the third was from the Auburn Opelika Tourism. And we had a long discussion about approaching public art from a number of different ways. It was very interesting to think broader about art in the public sphere. It just gave us yet some more information to ruminate upon. We've all been set with the task for next Tuesday to spend some time between now and then to think about the pros and cons of what it may look like to have some type of city commission involved in the regulation of public art. We've certainly nowhere near making any conclusions at this point, but we're just digging into the material and trying to find some comparable cities to do a compare and contrast about how various cities in our state handle the idea of public art. And I'm looking forward to sharing and learning more in these next upcoming meetings.
Bob, thank you for you and Ms. Witten's effort on that. Okay, anyone else?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
I just have a couple of things. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to welcome the Southeastern Meter School. Those are individuals who work in utilities and technology companies that have to do with metering. And it was very fascinating. They even had a session on electric vehicles, which may be something that we discuss later as a city. So they have 350 individuals who are visiting us from around the South and beyond. So if you see them out and about between now and Thursday, just welcome them. They're a fun group of individuals. And then the Hound is celebrating their 10-year anniversary, and I know that this body worked with them a while to get them where they are. So I just want to say congratulations to 10 years. And then since we are on the topic of Parks and Rec, Bark in the Park is this weekend. So bring out your 4-legged fur friends and enjoy a beautiful day in the city.
Okay, thank you. All right, at this point in time, we'll move forward with Auburn University communications.
Everyone, hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all enjoyed a quieter week last week with many students gone. That was, I'm pretty sure, the first spring break in 2 years, first official spring break. So it was my first spring break in college, and I'm sure every student really appreciated that. There have been a lot of great things happening around Auburn lately. The university was just recognized with the 2022 Active Minds Award. This is only one of 5 campuses in the country to get this award, so it's a really big deal. And it's just a testament to all the innovative services that Auburn has to offer its students regarding mental health, things that they're always constantly trying to improve. So we're really proud about that. And then along the same lines, the College of Veterinary Medicine was just awarded a $24 million contract by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, so they can further advanced detection canine sciences and things like that. So we're really proud of that. We know they're going to do great things with that, as they always do. This month is also Women's History Month, so Auburn is taking the initiative to educate students on famous, or any women alumni who've made legacies and left them here at Auburn, things on our Instagram and Twitter and everything like that, so students can learn about that. And then lastly, the Auburn History Department is hosting a webinar on Thursday at 4 o'clock. It's called The War in Ukraine. This is just an educational context meeting, so anyone can join that. You can get that link on the Auburn website, so they can educate students and community and faculty just about the situation unfolding. So that's about all I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Glad to have y'all back. All right, this opportunity now is for citizens' communications for items on tonight's agenda. If you'd like to address the city council, we please ask you come forward and give us your name and address for the record. And remember, this is only on items that are on our agenda tonight, and you'll have 5 minutes to speak.
Mayor, there is a public hearing for the resolution.
Can he speak? Can he speak now? And
That's at the council's pleasure.
he's got another engagement later on.
No
so,
problem.
yeah.
Just- yeah.
If the council's okay, we'll let Reverend talk.
I trust you all. Well, good evening.
Good evening.
Just a moment. I know oftentimes when people's up here, they bashful, cast you all down. I'm not here to do it. I'm here to say thank Mayor, your council, to all the officials, city official, dignitaries, employees, every one of you. Thanks so much. We are nearing, I know we're on for line item resolution, but I just want to say thanks for every department that had a part in making this. We down to the end to have a celebration. You got an invitation, but you all made the transition very easy during the duration of the building process, and we just want to say thank you all. Not a lie, so I'm not going to give a sermon today, but thanks so very much.
Well, thank
We commend
you.
y'all.
Thank you, Bishop, and we appreciate everything that you and your church mean to our community, and we look forward to opening that building with you here in a couple of weeks. Thank you for everything you do for Auburn. Appreciate your service on the Housing Authority, too. Yes, sir.
Mayor, I'd like to point out as
I
well,
will-
I appreciate Bishop Talbot very much. I worked here before the church was over there, and it's really made a difference in that community, so thank you, Bishop.
And I also wanted to just say thank you because Bishop Talbot Church is in my ward, and for you to bring such a great building and with the help of the staff and everybody to this community, and it's much needed. And after I talked to you and some of the things that you're bringing into the community, it's really I'm just delighted. And I know that some of the people in the community, they can't hardly wait till it open. I can't hardly wait till it open so I can shoot some hoops. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing on that part. But I really do. I really thank you, and I hope my scouts have an opportunity to come over and shoot some hoops. Okay. Thank you.
All right, anyone else with us tonight like to speak to us about items on the agenda? Okay, we'll move forward. City Manager's communications.
Mayor, I have no communications this evening, so our first item of business is the consent agenda. Does any council member wish to remove an item from the consent agenda and deal with that item individually?
Anyone? Okay, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The consent agenda is approved.
Mayor, there are no ordinances this evening, so we're on to resolutions. Item 10A is a request to vacate an unneeded utility easement located at 936 North Donahue Drive and to execute a quitclaim deed relinquishing the unneeded property to True Deliverance Holiness Church Incorporated. A public hearing is required.
Move for approval.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. At this point in time, I'll open the public hearing. If you'd like to address the city council, please come forward and give us your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, we'll close the public hearing. Is there any questions or discussion from the council? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion carries.
Those are all the items of business we have on the agenda this evening.
This is an opportunity now under Citizens Open Forum for you to address the city council about anything that you would like. You have 3 minutes. We'd ask that you please come forward and give us your name and address for the record, and remember that your comments should be directed towards the city council.
My name is Robert Wilkins, 261 Denson Drive, Auburn, Alabama. First, I wanted to compliment the mayor and the council itself, because I feel like sometimes I get up here and I talk a lot about the situation that I think y'all are wrong. 5 of you are on the situation, but I know that you give a lot of time, a lot of effort to be a councilman. I've been a little bit behind the political scene in the past, and I understand that, and it's a difficult task. But sometimes you make mistakes, so I'm working on that, correcting that error. I wanted to say that of the 5 that voted for the ordinance 3288, I feel like that probably now that at least one of you or more would probably not vote for that, but of course one would have made it a tie and it would not have gone on. I wanted to talk about the accomplishments that I've seen ordinance 3288 accomplish. It's accomplished loss of city revenue, I paid three times more in sales tax than I did in property tax. Increased city expenditures, new employee that, with the benefits of that employee, a truck, the expenses of that truck and the software. I'm not sure why that much money was spent. Loss of income by 151 Auburn families. Discrimination against the half of the city. No changes or improvements were accomplished by the city that I can tell, but maybe someday when y'all can tell me more about that. My first time that I was contacted by the city, I was given a cease and desist order. Y'all had your names of all of us, but you didn't contact us about anything until bam, you have to cease and desist. So I feel like that out of 151, I don't think that's a lot of people to respond and deal with. So the city of Auburn declared my house as a hotel. I mean, I've got a 4-bedroom house. I'm just off of Sanford on Denson Drive, so I don't understand that philosophy. My neighborhood kids lemonade stand, I mean, are y'all going to make it a restaurant now? Is someone giving a piano lesson in their homes? Are you going to make it a musical studio? Having a yard sale at the house, is that going to be a new storefront? Doing some quilting in the home, is that going to be a thrift store? I mean, what have you done? You've taken my home and done that. So I just want to know what the mayor and the council are going to declare next. Okay? I appreciate y'all's time.
Thank you. Who would be next? Okay. Is there a move to adjourn?
So moved.
We're adjourned.